to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears, and I'm coming to you from downtown Portland, Oregon. This is the weekly energy update for the week of January 5th, 2020. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And this is it, people. This is the week we have been talking about where we hit all of that astrological stuff that we've been, mentioning for the past few months. And there's a feeling in the air that some big stuff is happening. And honestly, it doesn't feel like good big stuff. And I had planned on having Deb Norton here to give us a 2020 astrology update last week. But unfortunately, something came up and she couldn't make it. So instead, the lovely Kara James will be doing it for us instead. And we're going to record that podcast tomorrow, which is Monday. And I will post it Monday afternoon too, because there's some big stuff happening now. And I want you to have the information so you be a little bit more prepared. Because this is an intense time. And we've had a few weeks of some really super great positive energy, which allowed us to prepare our life and for this week when all of these new big cycles start. And we have 7 planets this week and over the next couple of weeks, which will be at the nodes of fate. We also have this huge Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Also on Friday, we have a full moon eclipse. So if you don't know even what any of that stuff means, you know that these are important, big, fated times. Some of the most important times in our entire life that we will experience. So I don't want to discount the importance of what we're going through right now and the intensity. And this energy can be overwhelming and we may be feeling a little fearful. My God, we have every right to when we see the possibilities of what could happen with our political situation. You may be feeling some anxiety, some depression, and it's very, very important that you give yourself some extra care during this time. Take extra great care of yourself. So give yourself a break every way you can, maybe by sleeping in, taking a couple things off your to-do list, having an extra bath a couple times this week or getting a massage, driving slower, build in some time this week to allow yourself to get places slower and just relax and take it down a notch. Allow extra time this week to do everything. Watch a movie, turn the world out, tune it out, I should say. Do what you need to do to healthily get through these times. So on Friday the 10th, we have that full moon lunar eclipse. And this full moon is the Wolf Moon. I love that. Just the idea of wolves standing around howling at the moon kind of makes it really kind of a fun moon. But this moon has the energies of full moon, but only much, much stronger because of this eclipse. And the eclipse is going to bring also some depression, pessimism, tension. It's an emotional, difficult time. And we have this intense energy all this week and then the next couple of weeks. And fortunately, if you've been doing the things over the past few months that we've talked about of like letting stuff go and dreaming for your big life, cleaning stuff up, enjoying the wonderful energy while it was here, then you're going to be much more prepared for these times. You've kind of built up your positive energy bank. So coming into this time with that built up positivity. And the best thing that we can do right now to make it through these crazy ass times is to keep ourselves strong and healthy. Taking special care of our physical and our mental well-being. So that means practicing extreme self-care. And what does extreme self-care, we hear this so much in our society. So what does that mean? And it means different things to different people. But the bottom line is, as you are taking care of yourself in the most loving way that you know, you're cutting down on stress, you're eating right, you're taking breaks, you're keeping your mental and physical health at the optimal level that it needs to be. So whatever you need to do to keep yourself healthy, do that this week. Even if that includes calling in sick for a mental health day, it's okay. This is a time where what you need to do to take care of yourself is what you got to do, and it's okay. And then the other thing we want to do now is to start making our plan and working the plan for the next part of our life. So this is a year when we need a plan and we need to work that plan. And we might be feeling a little paralyzed right now because there's so much change that our head is spinning. It can throw us off our game a little bit. So the best way to deal with that is to get a plan to move forward in your life. We can't let any world events throw us off this path. And because these are intense times, we might only be taking like baby steps forward right now. But we're still moving forward. And we need that forward movement so we don't get energetically stuck in this gunk that we're going to be going through right now. So keeping with the theme of going easy on yourself this week, if you only get 1 or 2 things done towards working toward your plan, then you'll be successful. So if you're starting a new business and all you do this week is buy the domain, that's okay. You still move forward. And we can't lose sight of our dreams right now. So taking these baby steps forward gives us such a direction to go so we don't stay stuck and paralyzed. So to recap, these are important, life-changing times. Let's acknowledge that this is a difficult time, an important time. Even if you're feeling okay with everything, remember that most of the world right now isn't. So you need to be patient. You need to be kind. You need to go the extra mile to help people right now. And the most importantly, you need to take care of yourself. So do what you need to do to deal. And that may mean some extra exercise, more time alone, a sick day in bed, reading a good book, treating yourself to an extra coffee or some comfort food this week. Just avoid anything harmful right now, like too much drinking or drugging. You know, we're entering these big new cycles and you don't want to start them off or enter these cycles with overindulging in any unhealthy ways. So try to take a couple baby steps forward towards a new life, even if they're small. It still makes a big difference. It'll make you feel really good to take some type of forward motion this week. And focus on the positive. There's going to be lots of negative out there. So look for the positive stories and the positive things. Share the good stories and focus on the good things that are out there. You know, you may have to wade through 100 bad stories to find a good one, but look for it. We're going to look for the good and the people that are doing super cool things. I actually posted this morning, or maybe it was last night, about this sex worker that she was raising money for the people that were experiencing hardship in Australia with all of these horrible fires there. So if you donated $10 to a couple of the organizations that she suggested, she would send you a nude photo of herself. So the last time I checked, she was up to raising over $100,000 by sending nude photos of herself out if you made a $10 donation. Brilliant. That's kind of the positive stories that we're going to be focusing on, is what people are doing that are unique to help everybody else right now. Just a reminder that the 2020 Astrology podcast will go up on Monday. Kara will go into depth into the charts so we can shed some light on, what's happening right now. And as always, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I send you off this week with some extra special love vibes. Not only for you, but for everybody in your life. A little bit of extra love. We could all use that right now. So take care of yourselves, take some baby steps forward, love each other, and I will talk to you next week.